Today I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Cold Steel Recon 1. This is the first kind of expensive knife that I've gotten. All my previous knives are kind of cheaper ones, cheaper steel, and just not the best quality. One of the reasons I chose this knife over their other models was this is a newer version of the Recon 1. Their older versions have used the AUS 8A steel, which is a great steel. I have another knife of theirs in that steel. It works fine, it sharpens good, but this steel lasts a lot longer before you need to sharpen it. I think sometimes people call it carpenter steel. You see there it's CTS-XHP steel. It's not one of the super steels, but it's a harder steel than the AUS 8A, and in my experience it lasts longer. I've used this knife for a year before I sharpened it. When I originally got it, I didn't use it all the time, so I can't say it lasted a full year of hard use. But the past few months I've been using it pretty much every day on different things, cutting rope, just tasks around the farm, cutting packages, opening things up, boxes, stuff like that, cutting cardboard. During hunting season I used it. I got 2 deer and I field dressed them with this knife. So it's gotten some use, and it was just starting to dull a little bit on the tip. So I just quick sharpened it up on a diamond sharpener I have. With that Smith's sharpener that I have, it sharpened it up to a razor edge again, and so it works fine. It's just not the polished edge that you can get with a real stone. Materials that are used are the American steel, the carpenter steel, and the American G10 handles. It's not assembled in the USA, it's assembled in Taiwan, but at least the materials are USA made, if that concerns you. The handle itself is really rugged, and texturing on here is very rough. Some people don't like that. I like it because if you're out in the wet, in mud, if you're trying to field dress an animal out in the woods, or you're trying to do something where it's slippery and wet, you can really get a grip on here, and you don't have to worry about sliding all over it. It's got the finger grooves here, and at least for my hand it's very comfortable. You can get a nice grip on there. There's no jimping on the blade. It's got a little bit on the handle. Some people might not like that. I don't seem to mind it. You can get a good enough grip without that, but keep that in mind if you like the jimping. The Recon 1 comes in a couple different sizes, I believe. The blade size that I have is the 4-inch. Weight of this knife is like 5 ounces, I think, so it's pretty light for the size knife you're getting. This knife here, with these materials, is around $100 on Amazon. If you just want the basic black handle, it's $80. I don't know what makes the green more expensive, but I liked the look of the green, so I chose the more expensive one. But if you want the cheaper model, it is the same materials and everything, just black handle. So that's a pretty good deal for the quality of knife you're getting, even the $100 for this one, because if you know anything about cold steel, their locking mechanism is the triad lock, and it makes it virtually like a fixed blade once it's locked in position. They have lots of videos on their website testing out this lock against other knives, even higher quality knives, that this locking mechanism is super strong. You're not going to break it. So you have no fear of it folding onto your hand and cutting your fingers. So you can depend on it to act like a fixed blade once it's locked in place. They have different styles of tip. I got the spear point. They have a Tonto and a clip point as well. The clip point would probably be better if you want to use it for more delicate tasks. If you're trying to field dress a deer, it would be a lot easier to use that. The Tonto tip that they have is probably the strongest of the 3. It's more of a tactical looking style if you're into that. Even though it's a bigger knife, it folds down into a pretty compact size, and you don't really feel it in your pocket, and it's very light. And the clip here doesn't totally hide in your pocket. I know some people don't like that. I kind of like it because it's easier to pull it out of your pocket, and they also offer so you can put it on both sides. If you're left-handed, you can put it on the other side. So that's nice that they offer that, and they have the screws there, so it's not just empty holes. The coating that they use on this knife, I think they call diamond-like coating, and I think the name serves it well because I've scratched it and it doesn't leave a mark so far on there. Any coating is going to get scratches eventually, but so far there's nothing really significant on it. So that's a big improvement over their previous coating that they used, which came off pretty easy. And of course, the best part is it's very sharp and stays very sharp. I have a piece of paper here, I'll demonstrate how sharp it is. So you can see it's very sharp. When you try to go back and forth and wiggle it like that when you're cutting a piece of paper, if you try that with a duller knife, you'll see how hard that is to actually do. And especially this is pretty thin paper as well. So that is very sharp. That's just from quickly sharpening it on my Smith's sharpener, which is basically just for out in the field if you need to get a quick edge on there. So that shows how easy it is to put a nice edge on there, which is pretty important because if you're using this for like survival type knife or something like that, you want to be able to sharpen it up pretty quickly and keep that edge on there. Alright, so that's my review on the Cold Steel Recon 1. I would highly recommend it. It's a great deal if you're looking to get a high quality knife at a reasonable price. Like I said, on Amazon you can get the black handled version of what I have for around 80 bucks. So I mean, that's a great deal to have a knife that's going to last and not going to break, and you can really depend on it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it because I like collecting knives and talking about them. Something else I also enjoy is flashlights. So in the next review video, I will probably be doing a review on a flashlight that I have, which is a really super bright flashlight, and I've really enjoyed that and found it to be a really quality product as well. So be looking for that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one.